Welcome back, guys. I'm just messaging a girl from Perth, wondering if she got that BBL done or if it's real. And I said, is that shit real? Because it sits well.
We're asking the important questions in life.
I think they are important because, like, dude,
does it matter at this point? Like, if a girl says to you at this point that she's fake, does it hurt you a little bit? What?
No, it doesn't hurt me. It's just one of those things where she's Italian and I love Italian women. So if that's possible, no. I would be disappointed because I'd hope that something like this is possible. You know what I mean?
So you are disappointed if it's not natural.
Well, yeah. Because look at her, beautiful face, great pair of tits, and that ass. Like I'd suffocate inside that probably. Dude, I mean, look, those thighs are thick. Like a lot of bitches that get the BBL don't really have the thickest thighs.
I agree. Look, it's possible. Who knows?
Man, who knows? I hope she replies.
I hope for you that she replies.
She won't.
How many people do you think she has a day asking if her ass is fake? Probably quite a few.
I don't think they ask.
I reckon some people definitely.
I think they just say you're a fake bitch or some shit like that. Man, that looks real, dude. That tits is at least.
Yeah, but you're in dream world as well.
What's dream world like?
Like Instagram.
Oh no, you can see people edits and shit, but like it's one of the first girls that I found where I was like, that shit looks real.
No, it's not. I don't reckon it is. You've been fooled many a time.
Whatever.
And especially by Instagram, bro.
Yeah. Welcome back,
the
guys.
Photos are probably edited anyway. I'm sorry to burst your dreams like this, but
I've seen her friend one time in real life, but she wasn't there, and I was disappointed.
I can't.
And the reason I know it's her friend is because they do videos together. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a big fan for a long time.
No, I only found her recently, a few months ago.
Yeah, okay.
But I have definitely became a fan because I do love my girls from Italy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe try to. Do you know where they hang out?
No.
So you don't know what club they go to?
But I saw one of her OnlyFans videos leaked.
Yeah.
And she was sucking a black guy's dick, and I was like, damn it.
It wasn't Maswego?
No, it wasn't a mistake. I want to talk about that as well. But and I'm not being racist, okay? I'm just saying if she's sucking his dick, there's a big chance that she
probably has upgraded from you time ago.
Right.
She's probably moved on.
But funnily enough, when I saw the video,
yeah,
wasn't a well-endowed black guy.
Oh, so you got more than a chance.
Dude, I saw his cock and I was like, I was comparing my hand to hers.
Do you think
I was comparing my hand to hers and I was like, holy shit, my dick is as big as this guy's.
Do you think black guys with small penises are really insecure?
Dude, I would feel way worse.
Oh yeah, I'd hate that. Hey, like that's worse than me with a small penis.
It's like being.
Because it's like
no. It's like being. Okay, it's like someone made me 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Someone made me 6'5", right? But like completely uncoordinated. Like I can't move. Like I look.
But you can gain coordination. You can't gain a big dick.
You can.
Yeah, but like not naturally.
Is you gaining coordination natural?
Like you do like, yeah.
But you're doing unnatural things to become more
No, you do natural things.
What is that noise?
Oh, it's my window in the other room.
Oh,
and it's like the blinds. It's the blinds like smacking against it because the wind comes in and sucks it and it's like blows them and it goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did I just do what I thought I did? Okay, good.
But no, yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd be devastated. Like, because I can get away if I had a small dick. I would be able to get away with it because girls would be like, "Oh, he's got a small dick," but like he's a white guy. That happens.
Okay, well then what would be another? If you're really tall and you have the ugliest face.
What? And then I had a small dick?
No. No, I'm saying you being black and having a small dick is like you being tall with an ugly face.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, then what's a stereotype that white people have?
Well, do you think all tall people were supposed to have beautiful faces?
Oh, what if you were Asian but you were real dumb?
Yeah.
That's
really dumb Asian. That'd be really shitty. That'd be really shitty,
dude.
I would hate that because like, this is supposed to be my genes.
And look, like just based on like some of the Asian friends that we have and our knowledge of their culture, their parents are a lot more strict when it comes to school. And caring. Obviously, there's outliers, you motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is,
do you know what's crazy?
I bet you, out of like, if we got the averages in the world and we put the parents out, I bet you those Asian parents would care way more.
I'd be
if their
intrigued.
son or daughter is educated.
I'd be
or,
intrigued to know
well-educated
about
or
like
smart.
other countries' Asians, if that makes sense. Because like in Australia, we have so many that now it gets to a point where like
You just want to get rid of him? Oh, never mind.
no, yeah. But we see so many Asians here where you see the dumb Asians and the smart Asians.
Yeah, you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But to be fair, like this is the thing, right? With Asians, is like you have the smartest Asians are the smartest people here. Like the smartest Asians. Like, think about school,
100%.
like growing up.
Yeah. The guys that usually would at the top.
every single
would
year,
usually- yes.
single year, it was an Asian.
Yeah.
Like, every single year, and then
Yeah, our year as well.
yeah, but the dumbest were never Asian though.
No.
So they don't have the lower.
Dumbest is usually whites.
No, but that's the thing, right? So whites normally we're the top and like we're the best and we're the worst in terms of education. I'd say.
I'd say the whites were the worst and the most average.
Yeah, okay. No, because we got some good, we got some smart, we got some of those girls, bro. Some of those girls go hard in their books. Think about some of the girls that are like the white girls. White girls go hard.
There is a few
White girls
that
go
went
hard in the paint. Like
There is
when
white-
it comes to
there's
books.
a few white girls that did go hard.
Think about it, and like because there are white girls that like because white parents can be like that.
They can.
where they're like super strict
They
on their
can,
kids.
right, for sure.
So it can happen that way, but like you don't ever see. I don't think in Australia you really get like black parents that are like super strict in their kids on that way. You know, like
I think you do.
no, but like not like I've seen in other nations. Like I know in the UK, for example, because like different. I know it's different type of Africans. Like for an example, Nigerians, they're super strict.
Right.
Like they're like apparently like they're I think. It's
Well, yeah, I have one of my Nigerian friends. He's explained to me that his parents were real strict.
I think
when he was in
Nigerians
school.
are one of the like as an average have like one of the highest IQs in the world. I think.
I think so as well.
Nigerians are like typically like incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Which is like weird. I feel like it's like a weird like stigma just in that. Obviously, I don't know Africa, but like that for me, that's like saying Western Australians are the fucking smartest Australians. You know.
Well,
it's like why is that? Not
Who?
been-
Okay. Then if we're going based on that, who is the smartest of the Asians? Ooh.
Chinese, right?
It's either.
So
Yeah, I'd
Chinese,
say
right?
probably. I'd say it's between the Chinese and the Japanese, just based on technology.
Yeah, you have to say.
I'm
that,
basing
yeah.
it more on like engineers and people at the top, doctors, fucking surgeons and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not just talking about just the average. I'm talking about legitimate.
Who are the dumbest Asians? Do you think?
Oh,
It's got to be the Viets.
yeah, we'll throw Harry under the truck.
That's not
We'll
even
just throw
fair.
Harry under the truck.
It was
No particular Asian is the dumbest. Okay, it's just one of our friends, Harry.
Yeah, it's just-
Harry's the dumbest Asian.
It's just
Sorry,
it's that
Harry.
one-
Someone needs to be thrown under the
It's
bus.
actually more so. There is more Viets in Australia
Than any
any
other Asians.
Like right, surely there's no. Like,
Yeah.
There's way more. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's-
so is that
yeah.
where they all just migrated to?
Yeah,
Like,
it just
is
depends on like for example, if you look at like WOG communities around Australia, you'll notice that especially in like Eastern Oz, that's a huge population of like Greeks and Italians there.
Yeah,
Because that's
okay.
where they first migrated when they were like leaving their countries.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's
yeah.
like a high percentage of them.
Fair enough. Okay. That's good to know.
Welcome back for the third time.
Yeah.
Episode 107, and
Jack.
I'm Rash.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Welcome.
ScumCast.
Welcome. It's been a good week.
it
Merry
has.
Christmas
Merry Christmas, Merry
everyone who-
Chrysler,
to everyone-
Merry Litmus,
to everyone who celebrates.
who celebrates.
And if you don't,
And if you
I'm
don't,
sorry for saying it. I'm sorry.
if you
I'm sorry
don't,
for,
well,
don't care. Like,
if you don't, then wait for the 7th.
is that like who else celebrates Wogmas?
Just Christian Orthodox.
Okay, so that is that.
So
like,
us, Russians, Greeks, some Ethiopians, some Egyptians.
and how bad do you get down for it?
How
Do you
much
just get
what?
drunk? Do you just get like?
You go to church.
No, I mean you personally. Like, how are you like? Because I'm like not very
Okay,
Christmassy.
I'll
Like, what are
explain it.
you like? What are you
Um,
like in terms of your religion?
Okay, I'll explain it. It's sort of basically the same shit as in like, you know, you wake up the next day and you get presents under the tree. you
Yeah,
know.
I'm also not asking in terms of like your. Like, I'm asking you personally. Like, how do you? Like, do you get really up for it? Do you like? Are you a person that
Oh,
so into
okay.
it? Like, what do you like with it?
You know, it's funny. I just realized something as well. Santa Claus. We don't call him Santa Claus.
What do you call it?
We call him Deda Mraz. And Deda Mraz means Grandfather Frost.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the same though. I feel like
Pop
It's same
Frost?
same kind of theme, you know.
Pop Frost.
Yeah,
Pop Smoke, Pop Frost.
yeah. Like,
Um,
same thing.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So I don't really take it too seriously. Like I take it even less seriously than before because before, we used to go to the church, the night before.
Yeah.
I just don't go.
I would have hated that.
I
struggle with all that shit.
It's not like you're in church there waiting for heaps. You just have to go in there, kiss the icon, leave some money on it, and leave.
Wow, that sounds rigged as fuck.
Well, welcome
What
to religion.
the fuck?
Hey, welcome to religion.
Wait, what the
and
fuck?
they don't get taxed for any of that money.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Yeah, because
Welcome
they're
to
all
religion.
doing good deeds with it.
Welcome to
Bro.
religion.
They're doing good deeds.
Dude, that's why I thought. I swear to God, when
Doing good deeds.
when we moved to the UK, I was actually debating it, and I was like, dude, why don't I
start your
just...
own religion?
No, you fucking idiot.
So
Why
then
would I do that? That's
have to
going to
pay
take
taxes?
years. That's going to take years, and that's going to I'm going to have to convince people,
Yeah.
right?
A lot of
What
convincing.
real educated, smart, devilish man would do is find a working religion that works already,
And then they take
and then
advantage.
slowly slither my way in.
Yeah,
so I thought,
create your own
right,
church.
a Serbian, and this is why Christian Orthodoxy, there's nothing better than what we have. And this is why I'm going to explain. All your other fucking religions, right? Your priests and all your fucking popes, whatever the fuck they are, I don't know what they are, they all have to follow these strict fucking rules. Like,
No sex and shit.
No sex and no wives, and if you do have a wife, it to be this way, and you can't do this, and
You
you,
have to
can't do
touch
that.
kids.
Bro, you have to touch kids.
No,
like
that's a really
and
shitty one.
that's
the one that's
bothersome.
stopping me.
Man, you know how long it takes to jerk off a little kid? It takes them a while to get.
They don't
hard.
even know what's going on.
Yeah, especially when you got them blindfolded.
Especially when they're asleep.
Well, I prefer them woken up. Like I like to feel little kids shaking when they're out of fear.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's how popes get power.
More kids.
The Serbian, not just Serbian, but the Christian Orthodox priest is allowed to marry.
Yeah.
He's allowed to drink.
Be a normal guy.
He's allowed to legitimately live an absolutely normal life.
Do you have
Except
to do the wedding?
or you have to when people invite you over their house for their slava, they might pay you a bit and you come there and you
no, they
dude,
might pay you.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. People will be inviting me to their slava so I could go, Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй.
What does that translate to roughly?
Lord, cuddle me or caress me in some помилуй. Помилуй means caress, but take care of me, embrace me.
Yeah. So it's nice words. It's nice.
Right. And you use that little fucking thing, you know that little fucking thing with you put those little rocks in there and they you carry. I don't know what it's called.
It sounds like a good thing. I think you should be looking into this,
bro. And
I can't. That would be culturally
they get
insensitive.
right. So they get money for being in the church. They get money for going to people's places and doing the little services at their places. And then you don't get taxed on that money, right? So there's plenty of tax evasion I can do in there. I can just stir my other businesses' money into there, funnel my money into there, right? Be like, I'm just.
You're making a donation to the
the
church.
church. Ah! Oh, better delete this. Fuck. I hope the whichever church I join in the UK doesn't watch this.
Oh, this will be you know, one of those documentaries just about organized crime.
Yeah.
It'll be this one in 15 years
Serbian
time, and it'll be a snippet
church.
of our podcast.
Yeah.
Of you being and it'll be a donation to the church.
Oh, incense. But
oh right, yeah.
they put it in those things, and you walk around and you do this, and it
mean,
shakes and it smokes out, and people go, da-da-da, you know?
Yeah.
It's for to get the evil spirits out.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about this, right? How do they know what's in there? And how do they know what I'm putting in there?
They don't. It could be anything.
What if I put moon rocks in there?
Then
Moon rocks is in marijuana.
Yeah.
Moon rocks,
I don't know what would change. I guess
what would change in a closed church?
I guess they would
full
probably,
of marijuana smoke.
I think no, but I mean in terms of
What would change?
someone
Someone
who
who bring people to the highest level. Some people will be passing out. Some people will be freaking out. But the ones that stay and remain, they'll see God.
I think people who smoke will just be like, "Why is this guy getting me high?" And then
How would they know? Oh, I mean, they'll smell it, but is that weed?
Yeah. And then they'll be like, "Why is this guy getting me high?" Which could work in your benefit because they will probably be going, "Hey, can I go to the church more often?"
Dude, there you go. Dude.
So they'll be on your side.
I'll have the
ones
younger...
that-
dude,
no,
dude,
but
think about it.
The ones that haven't smoked before, they'll either one think you are God because
Yeah.
this is how they're feeling this way.
Okay.
Like, they're feeling some sort of way, and they're like, "Oh my God,
I've already
I have
fixed my problem.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm feeling unbelievable. This must
Right.
be real."
Right.
Or they're terrified of you,
Right.
but they think you're
But
powerful.
regardless,
But they think you're
exactly.
powerful. So
Regardless,
it's like they either fear you,
or
love you,
love.
or adore you. So I think you can't.
You can't take it. And guess what? I already found a loophole in my problem from before. This startup says
What
it's
was the
making
loophole?
odorless weed.
What was the loophole? Oh, okay,
Odorless weed.
yeah. But I think honestly, make it odor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, make it smell. Make it
I'll
smell.
have the younger generation under my
Yeah,
under my
100%.
tab
Like they
for
will be saying,
sure.
"Hey, can we go to this guy's church?"
Yeah. So
What's your church name going to be?
it'd have to be like after a saint. I'd probably name it after the saint that I have.
Yeah, Saint
Saint
Radovan.
Jovan? No, there's no Saint Radovan.
Wow. Damn.
I know. Sucks, eh? But I thought about it. I sat down with myself and I was like, why isn't there no Saint Radovan? And I was like, I don't know.
Because
Like,
it hasn't happened yet.
well, not just that, but all the guys with my name weren't the Saints. You know what I mean? Like, none of us.
They were, yeah.
Like, all the ones that I look back in
They
history.
were the ones jerking
all
off
the
the
ones I
kids.
look back in
They
the
were the ones
history,
jerking off the kids.
either prime ministers or some sort of soldiers, like commanders or something.
Yeah.
No one did anything saintly.
Not anything.
And
no
even if
miracles.
they were
No
writers
miracles?
or anything,
No miracles.
even if they were writers or anything, they were alcoholics that beat their wives.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
know?
Fair enough.
So maybe you're right. Maybe I will be the next, like, because
You'll be the first saint.
if you think about it, like,
There comes a time in a
okay,
day
so
where
how
you
do
need to
people
ratify
get
the saint.
martyred? You know, how do you get martyrdom? You have to go on a pilgrimage. After your pilgrimage, you have to do good service to the people. After you do good service to the people, when you die, if you were important enough, they'll make you a martyr.
Yes.
So, based on that, I have to join the church. Once I join the church, I tell them I'm going on a pilgrimage back to the Holy Land of wherever the fuck our Holy Land is now. Apparently Kosovo, which is an independent state of another country now, which it doesn't seem like a Holy Land anymore. So,
Why is it not holy anymore?
well, because it's not ours anymore. So,
Do you want it back?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay. They can have it.
Look, as much as I love my people and love everything, like, you know, our history and our culture and stuff like that, I'm also very prone to avoiding conflict.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because how do you get that back? Okay? How?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
ask any president. They'll be like,
Only
"You
one
fucking-"
way, and let me quote Pooh Shiesty on that, get it back in blood.
Yeah, there's gonna
And I
have to
don't
be
want
some
it.
blood drawn. Because like, what's going on in
I
Ukraine?
want
Is
blood.
Ukraine has just like stopped happening? Because I don't hear much
No,
news
it's still
about it
gone.
anymore. I don't hear it's
No,
like
it's still gone.
I don't see like
Zelensky basically spoke to Kamala Harris and what's that?
who is Kamala Harris and why do I hear her name so often?
The vice prime minister, the vice president.
Oh, so she's like pretty much the
Yeah,
president
yeah,
because Joe Biden's
Well, yeah, because he's sleepy.
87.
Yes, because he's fallen asleep.
Sleepy Biden, Sleepy Joe.
So Zelensky basically was like to them, all the money, all the billions that you're sending isn't enough. Like, and basically like kind of like had a go at the Americans and then made them hold up the Ukrainian flag and take a photo with it. And it was just like a masterclass of just...
Fair enough.
But-
So Russia is still invading.
Yeah, 100%.
Like worse than before, like same
Yeah,
level.
they're
like
sending more soldiers.
Yeah, okay, nice.
What I want to talk about...
In better news in Ukraine, hopefully Mudryk comes to Arsenal because he plays for Shakhtar. He's Ukrainian.
Oh, yeah?
Come across. Save yourself.
Save
Yourself.
here.
We'll save
save
you.
here.
We'll save you
We'll save here.
from the Ukrainian war. Yes,
The
come
Russians.
to London.
Do you know what?
He puts it all over
Have
his
you
Instagram.
noticed any beautiful Ukrainian women more so recently? Have they started the? Do you believe they've started the move? Because a lot of them did move, but just to which countries? It doesn't seem like many of them moved to Australia.
Yeah, I haven't seen an influx personally. I've
One
not
of the-
met any Ukrainians myself ever.
Yeah,
I've never. I would love to. I would love to meet.
I
an
know
Ukrainian.
two. I only met one shortly, but I know of her, and then another one was a friend of mine for a little while, but we're not really close anymore.
Oh yeah. Did you say some insensitive jokes about?
No, just don't hang out in the same group anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. So no insensitive jokes about Ukraine.
No. And she's half fucking.
Yeah, okay.
She's
You
half
didn't
Russian
answer my
as well.
question about what you feel about Christmas. Like, do you give a shit?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. Did you? Get
I
any
personally,
Cool,
okay.
you got any cool presents lined up for your family?
I don't know.
No, that you've got.
No, I don't
No,
know.
so you don't buy any presents.
No, I will, but
Okay, so you haven't done it yet. Okay, cool. No, and you could probably get the bonus of like Boxing Day sales. You can go just like sales now. You can go get them for like.
I'll be, but usually, like, I don't buy like crazy, outrageous presents. I try to buy things that are useful.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So I don't actually know what I'm gonna get. I'm actually more excited for your birthday present than what I'm buying my family for Christmas.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very good present, I think.
I'm happy that you think that.
And I hope. I don't think you have it already.
If I do, I'll just have two.
Well, it's not like I don't want to give it away.
Cool. Anyway, what
Yeah. So recently, I challenged myself for one day, and I might re-challenge myself again to see how long I can actually last. But I challenged myself for one whole day, and it was an interesting day. So what I challenged myself, because I've realized something about myself, right? In a group of people, and when it's awkward, and when there's a little silence, and it's okay when there's like a settling silence, as in like we're all able to talk and it's not awkward, but we're just all being silent, right?
Yeah.
Compared to like an unsettling silence where I know everyone is silent because they're still thinking in their head, what should I say? What should I do? And it's awkward, right? And in those situations, I realized those situations really make me anxious. And I'm not the type of person that gets anxious and goes, or I like close myself off and I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm the anxious type of person where once I get that anxious energy, I have to like use it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I've realized recently that I was just continuing conversations for no reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So like someone else might have not been putting in the same amount of effort, but I kept the conversation going because I could tell that they wanted the conversation to go, but they also didn't know what to say or what to do, and they felt awkward. And
What kind of scenarios is this like?
both at work and both with women that I've met up with
Yeah, okay.
recently.
Yeah, okay.
But because I've only noticed this recently how much it affects me, because I was like, oh my, like I just thought it was like a natural response of me trying not to make things awkward.
Yeah.
Right. But I also realized it was actually just more of an angst of my own, that I was like, oh my God, like I can't be in silence right now. What's that person going to think of? Like, I don't want them to think like our conversations are boring, you know? And I started, when I've analyzed myself, I was like, okay, I want to be able to see how long I can last by doing the opposite. So what I did for that whole day was, I didn't initiate any conversations unless needed be. So like at work, if I needed to be like, oh, can we move this there?
Yeah.
So other than that, say things in less words. So I was trying to answer back in less words and like less of a contextual conversation.
Yeah, less of a like.
I'm
answer,
not giving
less
them
of an answer like in terms of like
Right.
a conversational answer. Is more of just like yes, no.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
giving more of those, or like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh yeah, we could do that. Or no, and then have another conversation about something totally different while we're walking towards that place to do that thing.
Yeah.
Right. What else did I? So listen more and respond with nods rather than conversations, like rather than being like you saying something and me being like, oh yeah, definitely, like I feel that way as well.
Yeah.
I was just going.
So is that in conversation? Like they're continuously talking, or is it they've asked you something and you just go?
Both.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they
conversations,
if they stop talking, you should probably say something.
No. Let me explain.
If they're continuously
No, it wasn't like
speaking,
that. No. I mean,
then,
sorry.
I
I
get
meant
what you
in conversation where like you're explaining something, and rather than me being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I usually do that. I
you
usually
do.
go,
You do.
oh yeah,
I know.
true.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
which is my way of being like, I'm
listening.
listening.
I get it. Yeah, I get
right?
it. Yeah.
But I've realized that the nod is the way.
Oh, 100%.
Because if I keep saying
it's
yeah,
eye
then I'm
contact. It's eye
disrupting.
contact and
Right.
like recognition,
It's going
like
like
body
this.
language is much more important than like, oh yeah. Because sometimes the problem actually will be, and I know you don't do this on purpose, but I know other people maybe could like
Learn
see it
from
as
it,
that.
yeah.
Is people could see it as like either
Rude.
condescending, rude, like
Right,
they could
right,
be like,
right,
they'd be
right.
like, why is she like?
I have gotten that before.
Yeah. So like that's where people could, or is he being sarcastic with me right now? Like is he
Like,
making fun of me?
I've
like,
gotten
yeah.
worse. I've gotten people have been like, are you even listening?
I don't get that one. I don't get that.
I've
one.
gotten that a few
No, but I
times.
don't get. No, I understand. This is all about you. I'm not. I don't do this.
Yeah.
So-
Right, no. I'm just saying it was weird because it's like,
I don't get how you could get that though.
well, it was because I kept saying yeah, oh, okay, and for them it's like, oh, you're just zoned out.
Oh, and you're just
replying,
saying, you're just
which I have done as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in that case, it wasn't.
See,
it wasn't.
see,
the case.
I actually can't. I struggle to turn off anyway. Like when someone's talking to me, I struggle not to hear everything. Because I'm very. First of all, I just have a good hearing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm always very in tune. I just noticed you doing it now. I keep noticing.
The nodding.
And you went, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
God.
See, is not too bad though. I don't think is acknowledgement.
I know. It was,
Yeah and okay is a bit more.
it
like
was
that.
fine. It was just because I noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you, I can't remember what I was saying now.
You were saying that you're a good listener. And
No,
that you
yeah,
stay
no,
tuned.
yeah, no. So I always do. So like, if I'm at the only time I won't like actually pay attention to someone, if I'm either on the phone or listening to them, is if I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing, like in front of me, like over on computer, phone, or whatever it may be. And if that is the case, that's when I will zone out and I freak out. Because I can't because I'm then like my brain goes into like overdrive of, oh, they said this next. What were they saying before? And I try to figure out what they were saying before, and then they've said something else, and I've completely forgot what they're saying then because I'm trying to figure out what they said before, and then I'm just constantly going on loops and loops and loops. So I get super like if I forget, if I listen to, like don't hear one thing they say, I'm so like concentrated in trying to hear the rest because I'm too anxious to fucking miss a word just in case I've missed everything. So like, because I remember being on phones, and I've been on phones at work where if I've missed something, I'm like, oh shit, I've got to remember to fucking think about what that was, and maybe I can piece it all together at the end. But if I listen to it all, but like if I don't, I'm gonna have to like, sorry, it's just like that's just how I am now, because I'm like, but I wouldn't, but I can't. I don't think I have the capability to be like, yep, cool, yep. Yeah, I don't have
Really?
that. I don't.
See, okay, my brain works differently. My brain works as in every sentence that you give me, it's already answering it in my head.
Yeah,
And
it's like a checklist. It's like a checklist.
Right,
So,
and that fucks with me sometimes.
Yeah.
Because when someone does it in a short-term conversation, it's fine. But when someone's giving me a whole detailed down thing of like, this is what you need to do, and then this is next, and then this is next, and then this is next, my brain works as in like, just give me this and let me do it, and I'll come back. Don't tell me fucking 10 things to do.
Yeah.
Because I'll forget it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because once I start something, I zone in, and everything else doesn't matter.
I get that. Like, I'm not very good for an example of lists. I can't deal with lists.
No, neither.
If you give me a list of, say, I've got over a weekend and I've got 14 things to do, and you've listed them out for me, I'm not fucking doing a single one of them. But if you just tell me, I'll probably remember it.
Oh, okay. See, I'm opposite of that. I'll remember the list, but if I need a physical list, because then that allows me to breathe.
That list, I never will get it done.
See,
I just will go off because I'll do one thing, and then one thing will lead to another, and I've underestimated how much time that's going to take for first thing.
Right.
So I've now taken an extra hour on the thing that I was thinking of, and then I just skip doing something else because it's just it just doesn't work in my head. Lists do not work. I have to just know what I have to do, and if I know what I have to do, I'll suck it up, and I'll be thinking consciously because I'm always thinking about it. So like I'll be thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna do this in like fucking 2 minutes, and then I'll be in my head constantly thinking about the next thing. So I have to.
But that's why I write a list, because then it takes me out of present. It takes me out of the present when I don't have because I will remember everything I need to do. Like normally, like this, that's never been an issue. It's just like when I write it down, I no longer have to think about it. I know I get what you mean.
I get what you mean.
But it's not like in the back of my head while me and you do a podcast.
I just know as soon as I get the list, I won't see the list again. It will be like, I'll be like, no, I don't want to look at the list. The list scares me. the rest of the day of that list fucking terrifies me.
See, my mind scares me way more than a list.
Nah, I'm more
because
free
my
in my
mind
mind.
is way more chaotic.
I'm way
inside.
more. Yeah, it's chaotic for me, and the list may go like this. Like the list isn't getting done in order, but at least it all gets done.
Oh,
rather than
No, it doesn't need to be done in order. For
yeah,
me
no,
either.
but that's a part of the list being there like that.
Like that
is what
is
what
order.
scares
Okay.
me, which is like why I want to run away from the list. I want to just do it because it feels like it traps me, you know. Like so, I'm like,
See, I need that.
you want to be trapped? You need a woman, bro.
Yeah, man, damn. Speaking of women, I wanted to talk about. I recently got rejected, basically.
Oh.
And I was just thinking about like the way I was rejected. And it wasn't like okay, let me explain it. It wasn't a rejection exactly. It was just more so like we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
But I take that as rejection.
Yeah, I would take that
Because
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't. In my head, I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Well, in my head, it's like, okay, this is, and I know this is stupid because this is just, I'm adding my own personal way of life and context into other people's minds. But if I meet someone, right, and I find them somewhat physically attractive, they don't have to be the hottest person ever, but somewhat physically attractive, and then I really like their personality and we get along.
Yeah.
What is there to think?
Yeah.
I don't, and people are like, oh, but I've got this job, I've got that, I'm moving here, I'm doing this, I'm too busy right now. Like, I understand people have different stages in life, but I always think those excuses.
Oh, yeah, no, if you
really like someone, a lot of the time, you put shit on the side and
or
test it.
Not even that, though, you just make time.
Exactly.
You make time.
And you just well, that's what I'm saying. Because like people are like, oh, like for example, in our case, if I was to meet someone now, right?
Are you cheating on me?
And no. I mean, it was in a hypothetical world.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I
I'll get crazy.
Fuck, why do I always date crazy girls?
You feel aroused.
I kind of like it though. If I was to meet someone now just before we moved, right? And in their head, it's like, oh my God, but you're about to move. Like, we can't date. My head is opposite. Mine's like, I would even be willing to let that person move with me. But if things didn't work out with me and them, I'd be like, well, see ya.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like,
to me, that's an
it
experience.
doesn't matter
anyway.
where I am in life. If the person that I meet, I like, I'll try.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it doesn't work, either because we actually just stay together and realize it's not for us, or it is the wrong timing. Shit happened.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that, experience that, know that you might be the right person, but it was the wrong timing, than be like, oh man, I wish I did.
The thing also I don't get about, like, in terms of meeting people and, like, especially with people think that, like, and I know relationships are a time thing, but say for an example, you're like, I've got a job, I've got this, I do this every day of the week, I'm busy. But so I don't have time for you. It's like, well, actually, if we work out the way we both want it to be,
Right,
you would no, but also you're like, it would be easier for you.
Right,
you probably wouldn't have to stress about all the other shit. You might actually not have to do certain things for other people all the time.
Right.
You might be a bit freer in other ways than you might.
And the thing I always say is people are like, well, I don't want to be in a relationship because like that takes so much of my time. But then it's like when you're single for such a long time, after a while you get in that mode where you start doing way more single type things where you go out and about to meet other singles.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, that's using up your time as well.
100%.
Rather than you going to the fucking bar or club every weekend or so and trying to find a new Sheila, you got this one at home and you don't even have to fucking convince her.
And you've got all the time that you go out trying to meet new Sheila.
You can make her cook, clean.
Your house is spotless.
Fucking.
There's lots of benefits to the gig.
You can call her dishwasher.
There's lots of benefits.
Do whatever you want.
You can practice all your jokes.
And your hits. I mean, song hits.
Yeah.
Musical hits.
Your hooks.
Yeah.
Your song hooks.
Yeah, your song hooks.
Yeah. The hooks to your songs. It's really good.
Yeah.
So how was your rejection?
What I wanted to mention,
we'll see as well. Yeah, like you mentioned, we'll see. There's a part of me as well that is like too petty to be like, oh, if someone says we'll see, it's like, no, we won't. Like
No,
if you come back to me, I'm
dude,
saying no.
exactly.
I'm saying no.
And that's
just
how I am as well.
Out of
That's
principle,
exactly
because you rejected me, I now have to reject you.
And then I've had that experience happen before to me where they said we'll see, and I got them, and I accepted it. But after I accepted it and stayed with them for a little bit, I was like, oh, like this person only like wanted to date me now out of convenience. They didn't want to date me because they always found me attractive and like they liked me, right?
Yeah.
But they only started dating me because their heart was broken.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So it's like if I was given 3 options of 3 different types of girls, right? And they're all the same attraction level to me physically, right? But one of them is more of a free kind of girl, parties, gets wild. One is a stay-at-home, doesn't do anything, da-da-da. And then the third one is like so career-focused. She's just out and about doing shit for her career.
Yeah.
Right? Depending on where I am in my life,
you might want a different one, yeah?
I'll take a different one. And yet they're all the same attraction. And that's what that girl did with me. I think at the time, from what I remember, she was talking to me and another guy.
Yeah.
And she chose me because the other guy was just a bit like too desperate towards her.
Yeah.
While me, when I asked her when she didn't want me, I was sort of kind of like him, but then I kind of fell off because I was like, well, if you don't want me now, I don't want you.
Yeah.
And then when she came back around, I was less attached and less like I was less like, oh my god.
Girls like that as well. People goes like what they can't have. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and it wasn't that she couldn't have me. It was just the fact that I was like way more
but you were
detached
fine.
from
You
the
were fine
outcome
with-
now.
you were
Yeah,
fine
I was
with
fine with being without her, while the other guy was like, "Oh, you're the only girl. Like, you know what I mean?
You're the only one for me. Oh, when I wake up, you're the first thing on my mind, and
Okay.
you're the last thing before I go to bed."
Is it true?
What?
Do you think your girlfriend is the first and
No.
the last?
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's such a
No,
lie.
no, not at all.
That's such a lie.
Sometimes I fall
Dude,
asleep.
I fucking my first and last thing are usually demons and shit.
There's not only that. First thing is, what the fuck is that noise? Because it's my alarm.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Get the fuck off. And then it's like thinking about how to get out of bed. Because I don't want to get out of bed.
Same.
And then when I go to bed, maybe if I'm in bed with you. Right. And I'm like, we fall asleep and we've just finished snoo or something.
Right.
Like, and we go to bed after snoo,
Yeah.
right? But like
True, yeah.
But if it's a normal night, like probably not.
Just have normal
I'm
thoughts,
thinking about
yeah.
the TikTok I've probably just seen before I
Yeah,
fucking put my phone down. Or like I'm like any normal person. Like I don't know. Like there's never. Also, how much do you think about people? I never think about people.
Right.
Like sometimes, right? Sometimes I go
Like-
sometimes I think about someone and I get really
Yeah.
it's a nice happy feeling inside.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking about that person. You're like, oh, but like that's maybe a couple times a day. And I don't think about to think about someone all the time. I don't think that's healthy.
Right.
Right?
And
Surely it's not.
I don't even think about myself that much.
I think about myself more than other people, 100%.
I think about
Maybe that's just me being egotistical.
I don't
but,
think
like,
about myself as much. I think about what I need to do more than
that
anything.
or what, like me in situations. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, like fucking,
I should be like this or I should have
Ye-
been like this. Is it past situations that you think about or is it future?
No, it's
situations?
never really past. It's never past.
so
It's-
you're
it'll be all
planning
it'll be all
Okay.
future. Yeah, it's never past.
Yeah.
It'll be rarely like obviously sometimes you have
Yeah,
those,
when
like,
you were young, when like
you have those little
it's
stomach
cases of
fucking gurning things where you're like, oh, I was fucking awkward when I was fucking 13 and I fucking puked in that girl's face or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
You're
Or
oh.
like if it's just like you just had a heated argument with someone at work and then you come home and you're like, fuck, I should have told him he's a fat cunt.
Yeah, you think of the best fucking thing afterwards and you're like...
Or
like,
just things you held down that you should have just said anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, you think of those. But that's normally like just after.
Yeah.
But like, nah, not normal. Never like, oh, I should have done this when I was 18 and
Yeah.
had the chance.
Yeah, I never really have any of those like...
With me
like,
and you are
I'm-
both not someone that doesn't take chances.
Well, yeah,
Like,
me and you are more so future oriented where we're like trying to plan for the future.
also, one boss of me, and I respect this boss quite a lot, he did always say, as much as you can, you should always say yes to opportunities.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
they may not work out, but you can always leave.
Exactly.
Like, there's really an opportunity that you're like locked into.
Right.
That you're like, oh my god, this is now.
And the only time you're ever locked in is when you lock yourself in.
And normally, right, if your head's weighing up a change, like your head's like, if someone offers you an opportunity and your head's like, oh, should I do it? Should I not? most of the chances you should.
You should,
because if you shouldn't do it, you will know straight away.
Right.
You'll know straight away if that opportunity is not right for you.
Yeah.
Because like, say
And
for example, you have to move your family or you have to
Yeah.
move certain things, and you're like, not like that's so
Yeah.
much like for me not worth like the maybe whatever you're gonna get in return.
Exactly.
You'll know straight away. But if you're weighing it up, you're like the pros actually.
Well, the fact that
outweigh
you're
the-
weighing it up, yeah.
Yeah, the pros do outweigh it. You're just not thinking it that way.
Well, yeah, because resistance is much stronger than.
Yeah, and like that, what lays on beyond is a lot more beneficial for you.
Well, yeah, like I would way prefer if I was just like made the mistake and was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that again, than sitting in my chair and being like, man, I should have tried that.
Yeah. That's the feeling I don't get, which is good.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, you don't want that feeling.
Well, yeah, I don't really dig into the past that much. The only time I ever dig into the past is when I'm trying to change the future.
Yeah, trying to think about. Yeah.
It's never like, oh, I wish I did this when I was in the past. It's more like, I did this in the past. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, no, I get that. How are you? So now with this girl, how are you treating her?
I never treated it anywhere different.
From the get-go, was this person you met? Did you meet online? Like, how did you meet?
Met in person.
Yeah, okay.
But
so an organic meeting.
it was it was an organic meeting, but I just I don't know how to feel about it. Like I just I'm cool with them. I haven't changed the way I act in any way. I've just confirmed to myself that I'm not going to try it as hard.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like
Like
it would
when
always
it's made as hard.
I struggle with not changing how I act because I think there's always a part of me when that kind of thing happens to me where I just
You get petty.
Yeah, and I'm
Well,
just,
but
and I'm just-
my
and I'm just
pettiness,
like-
my pettiness comes with my pettiness is like, because, okay, so my pettiness is attached to the thing that I value the most, which is my time, right? So my pettiness is never like when I see you act different. My pettiness
I
is
wouldn't
like
even do it on
you're just not
purpose,
getting
though.
as much of my time now.
It's mine, but that won't even be on purpose though. It'll be more so like I'm just now more awkward because I'm like, so, say for example, someone said that to me. I'm now thinking every time I see them is like, we'll see. That's every time. That's what's going through my head all the time.
We'll see.
It's just we'll see.
But see, that we'll see, it doesn't make awkward for me.
I
That
get
we'll
what you
see,
mean, yeah. It
that
would
we'll
for me.
see makes me, that we'll see, it breeds a fire in me, which I have to detain.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah, if
when
you take
someone
it that
says
way, yeah.
we'll see, and the way they say
We will see.
because the we'll sees can be so different, right?
Yeah.
There's a way a girl will be like, we'll see, and which means like, no, never, never. And then there's like, oh, we'll see, which is more like I'm interested in you, but I don't want to give you that extra inch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you.
So depending on the we'll see, right?
Yeah,
If it's
yeah.
one of those we'll sees where she's like, I'm interested, but I don't want to give you too many inches because then you'll feel cocky and I don't want you to win me over easily. I'll give her less time, but when I do see her, I'll feed onto that we'll see. Like, I'll use it on purpose. Like, if I'm talking, like, I'll give you an example. If I'm talking to her and she's being flirted back to me, I'll be like, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, she knows that I'm digging into her, and it works. It has worked before
Oh,
because
yeah,
that's
no,
how I
that's-
got the previous
yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't want me at first. But this time around, I think because I've matured as well, a part of me is just like,
Such a promising young man.
a part of me is just like, don't give her any time.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well,
Which
yeah.
is also petty, but like, it's also
Well, you also have to value your time.
right. That's what I'm
Girls-
saying. It
girls
saves
appreciate
my
that.
heart because my heart's an idiot.
Yeah. Girls also appreciate that. Girls like
Yeah.
men that seem busy.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not, like you have to seem busy.
Act
Like
busy,
I
yeah.
can't do that. Maybe.
Oh, fucking-
maybe
I gotta go to this.
Meeting the president that day.
I gotta go to
so,
this LGBTQ parade to support my people.
yeah. Then like, Obama wanted to meet me
And
next
then
Thursday.
Osama
So,
wanted to meet me.
yeah. And then who are the two comedians? Dave Chappelle and
Ari Shafir.
No, it wasn't
we're talking
Ari. Ari
about
was next week.
cancel Kanye?
Ari
Huh?
was the next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just you got to speak like that to her, and she will fall for you, head over heels.
So, have you seen that new the new AI chat thing that they released?
Yeah, I've not really played with it.
I have. It's pretty interesting, but it's also a big fat cock.
Why?
Because I was asking you good questions and he was answering good questions back.
Yeah.
And then I tried something different, right?
Try to get sexy.
No.
Oh.
I said, because I was in the back at work, and it was me, an Asian guy, and a black guy with me, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, make a joke about a white guy, a black guy, and an Asian guy working together in a warehouse. And he replied with, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's racially insensitive, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what?
That's not AI.
Dude,
that's not AI.
Dude, they actually put a fucking like sensitivity thing in the AI. How weird is that? I didn't say make a racist joke.
Yeah, I know.
Which is crazy. And then I answered it
Maybe
back.
the AI is racist.
I legit replied to it. I was like, I'm disappointed because there is other ways around this. And I was like, it's not racially insensitive whatsoever. It's just context. I've given you context.
How crazy
you
is
don't
it
have
that
to
the
say,
AI is
oh,
trying not to
the
get
white
cancelled?
guy came in, the black guy
Came in
beat
with watermelon.
him, the black guy beat him, and then the Asian guy was calculating the circumference of the fist to the face. You know?
Yeah. I know.
I didn't say anything racist. You could have just been like, the white guy, the Asian guy, and the black guy were all together drinking in the bar, and then a chick came up, and then they all raped her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Racially insensitive. And this is why, even now, this is why AI, now I've realized, just having this like interaction with the AI, fuck them.
It's crazy.
I was
going to
support him.
AI.
I was going to support him.
They've
But
made
the
AI
fact that they
not want to
did
get
that,
cancelled.
dude,
They don't
that's
want to.
so gay.
Doesn't want to get chat.
Also,
GPT doesn't
also
want to get
because
cancelled.
I've been watching Your Mom's House heaps, and I've realized I understand they're comedians, but they have such a level of freedom about saying anything now, and they can make jokes about anything, and then people go back and be like, well, it's okay because they're comedians. So I've realized if I want to be able to say anything, I have to actually pursue stand-up comedy. Doesn't have to be fully.
Yeah, but you just have to have one just to say, nah, look.
But I have to go to an open mic or do a set once a month.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Which is doable and gives me the free pass to say anything I want.
Yeah. It
right? So I wanted to ask, if me and you start doing skits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that officially make us comics? As in not
No,
you know what I mean?
Nothing.
Do you have to do stand-up in order to be a comedian?
No,
or can you be
you can be
skit
any
comedian?
you can be any kind of comedian. Yeah, you can be a comedian either way.
Right.
You can be a comedian because you say you're a comedian.
Okay.
There's no rules to comedians.
Just like musicians or singers.
Yeah.
You can say you're a singer.
You can say you're a singer and you might not sing very well. You can be a comedian, you just don't do it very well.
Yeah.
I mean, people laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm announcing it from now on.
You just have to change your Instagram bio.
Comedian.
Yeah.
I might.
Comic.
Comic.
Yeah. That's what you have to do. Yeah.
Because I hell want to be able to say anything I want.
It's either that or social
Obviously
media.
not racially insensitive things. I apologize to the gay eye.
It's either that
But
or
I'm gonna say
social
gay
media
all the
influencer.
time now. I'm gonna say gay all the time now. That's gay.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. Gay people will love it. I think they'll like it. They'll get their aura back.
Yeah.
Like that, how many people? Not many people are saying gay anymore.
Right. Not many people are saying anything now.
Also, sometimes there's certain things that just have to be described as gay
Right.
because they're
And
gay.
there's nothing wrong.
No, it's just gay.
Yeah. I don't mean gay as in that's whack.
Yeah.
I'm not using that word in that context. You know, I'm not saying
But
whoever's
that-
gay is whack. I'm saying if I wear apple bottom jeans and a G-string, right, and I walk into Jack's house, it's gay,
That is pretty gay.
right?
Just
Or
act
the
on
way
it,
I
stuff.
actually walked in today and greeted you was pretty gay as well.
It was quite gay.
Yeah.
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 Like if,
To give some context, instead of shaking his hand, I grabbed his dick.
for an example, I was at an Italian meal and they all kiss each other on the cheeks.
Oh.
That was gay.
I don't know, man. That's cultural.
It was still gay.
You've seen plenty of people at my house kiss each other on the cheeks.
And that's gay too.
Fair enough. Fuck. I didn't realize.
You can't. How on is Mr. Comedian and I can say whatever I want? I'm gonna start saying gay now, but only to gay things, and then kissing other men on the cheek isn't gay all of a sudden.
It's about honor and respect, bro.
But it's still gay.
Okay. Well, yes. Sir.
You literally were just talking about touching my dick, and then also wearing a G-string that is apparently gay. How is kissing another man on the cheek not gay?
It's cultural, bro.
The act though is gay. I'm not saying it's not cultural. It can be both.
I have a good question that's come up in my mind. If I was a Muslim man, right?
Yes.
And I had 2-3 wives, right?
Yeah.
And I was fucking them all at the same time and I made them hook up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gay?
Yeah, the act is still gay, yeah.
Yeah.
Their act is still gay.
But you are forcing someone to do it, so is that still gay?
The act itself is still gay. It doesn't make you gay. Just because you do something gay doesn't make you gay.
Okay.
I can fuck someone in the ass. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I'm not gay unless I say I'm
girl.
gay. I'm not gay unless I say I'm gay.
Yeah, you're just experimenting.
No, I'm just doing something that is gay.
Right, but because you just say you're being experimental, you just wanted to try it?
No, but it doesn't mean anything.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You know, it doesn't mean anything anyway.
I think if you eat another man's ass,
No, it's not gay unless it's gay.
I don't know, man. Eating another guy's ass is pretty fucking gay.
Yeah, no, that act is gay. I'm not denying that.
No. Like, fucking another man in the ass is gay, but I wouldn't call you gay.
Yeah, I would.
But
like you just said, I would probably, if I saw someone fucking someone in the ass, I'd probably, that's pretty gay.
Right, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but you're saying you would do it and you still wouldn't be gay, right?
Yeah.
But if I saw you eat another man's ass, you're gay. Because putting your dick that has no taste, like buds on it, into a butthole just feels like putting it in another hole.
Yeah.
Eating another man's junk, it's gay.
Yeah, but there's no difference between eating a man's junk and a woman's junk, really.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Man's
Do you want to know what the difference is?
what?
When
One's
you're
man
eating
and
a
one's-
girl's butthole, you might be getting some pussy juice in your mouth too. When you're eating a man's butthole,
Depends.
when you're eating a man's butthole, you're
It's
getting
not much pussy juice.
You're getting ball sweat in there, cuz.
Well, it depends how they're sitting.
No, it doesn't. Motherfucker, your ball sweat will probably reach your asshole on most days.
I'm thinking, well, not if they're like,
Or you just have that
on
swampy
their
asshole
knees.
with the hairs.
You know, yeah. I'm saying there's going to be a lot of ass sweat. But like, if they're like bending down, you know, arching their ass out in the air,
I wonder what.
I feel like that's the best position to eat
Right,
ass,
right,
really, right? Like,
Well, yeah, up like doggy style, but like
yeah.
yeah.
You're not going to get much vagina juice. That's going.
Or if she's sitting on your face.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, right? What do you think of the new TikTok challenge? 10 my mum into me challenge.
So that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they can expect me to like be okay with that. Like,
what do you mean?
like it's just hot mums.
Right, wearing like young girl clothes.
Yeah, but half the time I don't even give it. Half the time I prefer them in their mum shit. Honestly.
Nah, dude.
Half the time I prefer them in their mum shit.
There was
Like,
this Latina one that I saw in her daughter's oh, dude,
I honestly,
I died.
I prefer them in their
I
mum
almost
shit.
died twice.
Their mum shit is like, it's what makes the mum, and I love that. I love the essence of the mum.
Okay.
I love the essence of the older lady, and I understand you don't respect that,
I don't.
but I do. And
No, I respect that. I respect
any mothers out
Shout out to any mothers and older ladies wearing older lady stuff. I respect you as well.
There's something
I respect
about-
you even without those clothes on.
I'll respect you all the time.
Yeah.
I'll give you. As
I'm
much
so
respect.
respectful.
I'll give you all the respect you deserve.
Yeah.
And
Love. And
Yes.
care and what do older women like? Intimacy.
Listening.
And intimacy. Listening's great.
you do like men that listen.
Ooh.
And
that nod?
yeah, and don't say oh yeah. They just
mm-hmm.
oh, is that right?
Oh, mm-hmm.
Oh, and how does that make you feel?
Ooh. I think they like that though.
Yeah, no,
They like the
they like that. Yeah.
See, that's funny. We talk about that. I've been watching a show on Netflix called Singles Inferno. If anyone has not heard of that, to give you some context of the show, it's a Korean show. It's a dating show where a few of these people get sent on this island where they don't really have.
So that is the Korean one that you were watching before as well?
Yes. And I watched the first season. I watched the second season. Great show, fucking amazing show. Just because it's so different to like all our Western dating shows. And cool part about it is, so they're on this like deserted island, and each day they get like served, like they get given food that they have to make something into, and they also have to like one person has to like go all the way down this thing to grab some water and then carry it all the way back.
Yeah, okay.
And the whole point of the show is these people don't know each other's age and they don't know each other's professions. and they're on this place called.
Do they tell you the professions and the age?
No,
Okay.
not yet, not yet. So the way you find out is people are on like there's like heaven and hell, I guess, or whatever, or paradise and fucking I don't even want to say. So paradise is like you can only go to paradise if you match with someone. So the girls choose first and the guys choose, or the other way around, and then like whoever gets matched up, who both of them, because they don't know who's choosing who. If they get matched up, then they get to go to paradise, which is like a hotel room with like beds and all this, and then they can talk casually, as in they can tell each other about their age, about what they do, because they're trying to get closer and become a couple, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a very interesting show, and what's the most interesting thing about it is you notice the difference between how we would flirt and how like the people from at least Korean culture would flirt. They're so much more like, I think I've spoken about this before, but they're so much more gentle in a way. They're just very polite, caring. They don't really dig too deep. They're not really even like physical flirt is that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like a level of respect and like care and like, I guess, tradition to the way they do things.
Well, yeah, they're very traditional.
And it's just so interesting because it makes my heart flutter in a beautiful way because it makes love seem real again.
Do you think that will change you and how you act?
What, the show?
Yeah.
No. Because if I was to act that way in this society,
Yeah.
I'd get laughed at.
Yes, you would. But I mean in terms of how you... I mean, certain women wouldn't. Some women
would like it, but the women that like... Look, the thing that...
You don't like those women, do you?
I know. I was just to go there, and then I was like, I should just stop. It's not that. It's just like here the women expect an assertive kind of flirter. Like even girls that are a bit more awkward, they still expect like not just to ask questions, but be like, oh yeah. And you know, like here within the first day, people end up fucking.
Yeah.
With them, it's like you don't fuck until like the last season I watched. I didn't see a person kiss. Dude, first episode into like Too Hot to Handle, someone's already fingering someone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And what show? If you had to go on one show, what show would you go on?
I'd go on that one.
Yeah. What?
Singles Inferno.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I may as well just fucking go out in a nightclub and do it myself. What the fuck? Too hot to handle? What? And like what? And you're surrounded by... And the difference between that show and the Korean show is... On the Korean show, there's pretty good looking people and like pretty big... But they're all quite like...
The guys? You're into the guys, are you?
Well, into both. Nah,
You're like good looking, pretty big...
No, but I'm saying they're not gonna like. They're not gonna get some squirmy little Asian boys, you know, like chuck them in there.
Yeah.
But they're all very intellectual guys, very like deep thinkers. While on the other side, I fucking Greg, I fucking work hard every day. Yeah, I fuck 20 lasses. My friends think I'm sick and funny and that.
Yeah.
What does he have? What?
Great chat.
Great chat. Great chat.
Great banter.
Oh, Greg is so sweet. He's got such great chat. He told me I'm pretty under this moonlight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's.
And she's like, I let him think bang me in the pool.
Is that where it happened? Did you watch?
No. I'm just inventing the scenario that would probably happen.
Yeah, probably.
And they're a bunch of dumb cunts, bro. I've just listening to them chat just pisses me off because it's like I can't chat like this.
So a part of
and
that,
when I say I can't chat like
this,
this, I can chat like that. I can be a dumb cunt willingly, but I can't sit there and the women on that show as well. Sometimes I'm like, bro, how do you even listen?
Yeah, that's
to her?
I do get that. Whenever I watch Love Island, and chat, it's the same. When they're talking about like something really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there like that was awkward as fuck.
That felt shit.
That felt really gross.
Dude, I'd rather be there with a cute Korean girl that's awkward and goes, I don't know. Than be with a chick that's like, yeah, don't really hook up many guys. I'm a bit of a slug, yeah. But it's okay, I'm wild like that. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, you been in your...
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you get? And then when you like see those like laying in bed scenes, like, oh, we just cuddled and talked about things all day. And it's like, they're not even talking about anything.
Yeah, and like he'll ask like what she does for work.
Yeah.
And then you're like, he's so personal. He cares
Personal.
about he cares about what I do. Like, yeah, I get what you mean.
It's so like I
know.
and look, this is the problem. I understand. God just made me way too intelligent, way too in tune, way too everything. Way too everything. And now what I've also realized as I'm getting older, which sucks, I'm not gonna lie, it really personally sucks. Because I've found no answer to it, no way out of it. I don't have fun with people anymore.
I do. Depends what people, obviously.
No. In general. Like I can't, like I'm really struggling to find people that I can enjoy a conversation with.
Yeah, I find that, but I mean, I think that's been like that for
Obviously, no. I understand that, but it's really getting to me now.
What? So do you want to find more people that you can have conversations with? That's hard though, I think. I think that's hard. I think that's just generally
I think hard. I have like... I have friends, not family.
I don't know how many I have.
Fuck, dude. I think I'm just... 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
Two people that I can have conversations about absolutely everything and anything.
Yeah, I don't know how many I have.
And have an interesting conversation continue.
I probably
You know
have.
what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Not just be like, we talk about... Like, for example, me and you, right?
Yeah.
I can come to your house like almost every day and we'll still end up having somewhat of a different chat, right?
Yeah.
While with some other people, I'll come and it'll be the same chat, just a little twisted.
Those, yeah.
And I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, the same chat people, I can't understand.
I can't stand it.
Like the thing that really pisses me off is like, because those chats sometimes, like whenever they include action, it's all, that's when it becomes all chat and no action is when it pisses me off.
Yeah.
More so than anything, because I can get over when someone just does talk to me about the same thing over and over again. Because like whatever, I'll just go. I'll get more and more blunt every time. Like they say it to me, it's just like like I won't use instead of I'll get less conversational and I'll just go down the motives.
Yeah.
But like when it's the action, it's really pisses me off because that's when I'm just like, do you not hear yourself?
Right.
Because like, I understand if you're like trying to reiterate points, maybe. That you're like really, maybe you're just passionate about it.
But I like that.
But not if you don't do anything about it.
Right. No. What I was going to try to say similar to that is I prefer a person coming up to me and having excitement and talking about things that they like and they're excited about, but still having a back and forth conversation than a person that comes up to me like, how's your weekend, bro? Yeah, good, bro. How about yours? Yeah, good, man. Just been doing this and that. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, those people.
I'd rather you walk up to him and be like, bro, did you watch the F1 last week?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be like, nah, bro, I didn't. Man, you should watch it. What do you watch?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
That's a fucking conversation.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know, I tell you something I'm interested in, then you reply. Then if the conversation gets awkward, I bring up something else or I ask a question.
No one asks questions, though.
And that is the fucking whole thing because this world is full of dumb
That's actually you know
cunts.
how you were saying like just before that you were trying to like do that. That's actually something I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
I try my best when someone seems passionate about something.
Right.
I try my best to ask questions.
Ask more questions.
And just even just because like I will even say I'm sorry if this is stupid. But like I just try to learn about it.
Right.
Because I feel like that
person
will make,
appreciates that way more than be like,
what,
nah, I didn't watch it, bro. Not into it.
yeah, because I feel like it's more so just like also like.
Well, you're continuing the.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to a conversation, which I've learned recently, is the willingness to play.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is the willingness to continue the conversation. And what I mean by play is a playfulness, like. The conversation isn't, you know, we're not in a fucking sand pit and everything within that sand pit, we have to just use that. We can play anywhere. You know what I mean? We can go from talking about, just like this podcast, we go from talking about fucking, I don't know, women's
AI
rights
jokes.
and racial things to fucking me shitting in a bucket or some shit. I don't know. Just, you know what I mean? But that's the great thing to have is like, and that's what hurts me is, I think the more people have become accustomed to technology, they're so much more happier to just talk online. And when they do talk online, it's usually the same shit. I'm not that type of person.
I can't talk online to people.
I hate it. And that's why also I think I have an issue with dating a lot of people nowadays is a lot of people just want to be talking over the internet for about a week or two and then let's meet up. I'm not like that.
I can't talk to you for 2 weeks.
Can't, unless you have interesting conversations, me and you're going to talk for a day.
Yeah,
or less than that.
Even then, I'm like, I can't sit in front of my phone.
Right.
I can't. First of all,
let's just meet up.
There's so
and
many
some
apps.
people, and the problem is, the whole problem is when you are upfront about wanting to meet up, a lot of people find that like, because they've dealt with creepy people, a lot of women will be like, oh man, whatever you want to go about it, will be like, oh, I don't really want to meet up with them. I want to get to know them better. But for me, it's like, the only way I get to know you better is in person. Because first of all, how the fuck do I know you're not lying when you're texting me all these shits? Because, and then people are like, well, how do you know they're lying in real person as well? I'm top 5 greatest liars of all time when I was younger. And I've been surrounded by liars for a long time. So, I can definitely tell when someone's lying.
I mean, like, intricate lies are pretty easy to tell, like, in terms of, like, when someone's obviously lying. But, like, I think white lies are pretty impossible. I think most people can tell white lies pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like in terms of, like, exaggerate.
Right. Exaggerations or, like
saying...
But do you know what it is? It's just one thing that you
go...
Dudes
will always add on, like, 10 bodies to their body count if guys talking about it.
I don't anymore.
Like, see, you did, though. I think there was definitely periods where I would add, even a couple. I didn't add, like heaps. But like, always
I wouldn't... No, but you know the way I did it was? I never gave an actual answer. I just went around 20.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, yeah, I would never say... 18.
I don't really count.
I don't go through my list.
What else did I have?
I was gonna say. Have you seen Logan Paul getting called out this week?
By?
Do you know who? I don't think you all know who this guy is. He's a YouTube dude, but his name's CoffeeZilla. He essentially all he does is he investigates like crypto scams. And he essentially there was this thing that Logan Paul released like last year called Crypto Zoo, and he was talking about it and he was promoting it and he was like the main guy for it, and essentially it was another coin where apparently it was going to be a game that you could play, where essentially the premise of this game, super fun game, where you'd have a bunch of zoo tokens and you would essentially hatch eggs. And then they would you'd have like a gorilla, so say for an example, and you might have
so you have your own zoo.
But then you might have a rat, and then you can mate them, and so you can have a gorilla rat, and you could I think you can then burn it or something in terms of it was apparently play to earn, so you earn money by burning it.
Right. That makes sense.
For me, I don't understand how you make money from that. I get there are definitely things online with crypto that you can make money from, but most of it's from sports,
right? That
I know of. So I didn't know how they would make that work and how you actually make money from it. But so essentially, he apparently put $1 million into this, $1 million worth of whatever into this, and there's been this huge conspiracy going on behind, and no one then he essentially just stopped talking about it.
Right.
And now a year later, people put hundreds of thousands into it because obviously he pushed it and said it, and now it's it doesn't even work.
Yeah.
You can't play the game, so the game doesn't even load. Nothing is whatever. But it's so stupid though. You can there's if you watch the videos are actually really interesting. The way he goes into depth about it, it's really interesting because it actually teaches you about crypto as well.
Right.
But he there's 5 guys involved. But you know the guy that did his Pokemon shit. Remember that back in the day where you had that Pokemon card scam from that box or something.
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
He's involved in it again. He's involved. So I'm and apparently now they've got beef, Logan and him again. But I'm didn't he steal from you in the first place or something? Why are you continuously working with this guy?
Yeah.
So that makes it
fake card worth millions.
That makes it obvious. That just makes it so to me obviously you're being disingenuous here. And then his manager's involved. There's this guy that I can't remember his name. No, his name's Eddie Alvarez. And this guy he's a con artist.
Alvarez?
Yeah, no, he's another. I think it's just another
UFC fighter.
Yeah, but I think it's but that might not even be his real name. But he's a con artist. One of the honestly, from what I saw in the video, one of the best con artists I've ever seen. He persuaded multimillionaires that he worked for the Philadelphia fucking whatever team it is, the NFL team in Philadelphia, and they all believed him. And like they've got people in seminars, these rich fuckers, saying, "Yeah, this guy's a fucking brilliant guy. Like, help this team win the championship." And like he's never done any of it, never done a single fucking thing. And like he's just built lies upon lies upon lies. And now people and like he lied about going to some fucking fancy school. Like he had to go into depth about going to the school to find out if he went there. And they were like, "No, we've never heard of this guy in my life." But like but honestly, so part of me
Shout out to him.
has to respect that. Like fucking hell. Like yeah, it's a scumbag and he's stolen a lot of money.
That puts me into the next subject where I want to ask the next question is, if you could con for the rest of your life and no one found out and you just died and they found out after,
Yeah.
would you do it?
How much money am I making?
Dumb amounts. Like
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
you?
Okay, let me see the
you?
lowest. Okay, let me see how the lowest you'd be willing to do to me. How about 5K a week?
No,
Would you
I
con?
wouldn't want 5K a week.
Would you?
I was thinking like $1 million a year. That's what I was thinking roughly.
How much is that?
Divided by 52.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. I don't know.
20K almost.
Yeah. There you go. So I'd say that's about what I'd want.
20K a week. I'd
Yeah.
lie for 20K a week.
Yeah, like if I was doing that sort of shit, like if I was racking in 20K a week, yeah, I'd be.
Okay. Basing on that, right? What would work for our podcast? Because if we were to, we're not scamming, right? I wouldn't scam. Like I wouldn't scam as in like, I'd be a con artist, but I wouldn't be a scammer. What I mean by that is, I'd lie about my position and my role to get into different doors and then establish myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't scam as in like, buy this and it's not real.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't like have those fake things that call old
I would
people.
just
I wouldn't
con as
try to- I wouldn't be phone
I'd
scamming,
con my
like,
identity to get inside doors.
Yeah.
And then affirm my position in those doors.
I think
Right?
I think everyone would have a price, right?
Right. So
Like, I think it's pretty hard to morally say like to sit here and say, "No, man, I'm going to try and do people right." There will be people out
would
there.
you let me
Yeah.
explain. Would you say that most people that are in relationships have somewhat not everyone, okay, there's outliers. Would you say most people in a relationship have conned their other person into dating them? Because at the beginning phases, a lot of the time, a lot of people don't actually fall for the person; they fall for the potential.
I don't think that's conning. Unless you're like obviously.
No, but you're telling her like, okay, let's say you meet a girl and you're like, yeah, I go to the gym every day. I work out and I do fucking
Do the dishes.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I cook my own food. You know, I'm just about.
Yeah, well, if I'm lying, I don't lie on those days. I don't lie.
Right.
That's what I mean. If you're
But
being,
no, you're conning. You're conning.
yeah,
You're
no, but
conning
I'm
with
saying,
potential.
If
You're
you
like
are,
basically.
then if you are doing that, then yeah, 100%. Like people do that, but I don't do that. That's
Yeah.
stupid because it's only going to bite
Well,
you.
yeah.
I give them the fucking lowest expectations.
I'm a piece of shit.
I'm fucking not gonna be there for you when you need me to be emotionally, and like, I let them know from the first thing that if they're gonna be crying, I'm probably gonna leave. That like if they cry, I don't know how I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna be very awkward emotionally, and it's gonna take me a long time to crack.
Oh, man, like that. Every time I'm reminded of a girl crying, I always think about how awkwardly I deal with it as well.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't walk away, but I don't even do the right thing. Like, I mean, because
couple pats on the back.
no, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I do what would help me and be like, it's all right. Like, you'll get over it. Like, it's this way.
It's over
like,
now.
It's not even that bad. Like, it's in the past. And then the
It's
person will be like, oh, yeah, and I'll be like, oh my God, shut up. So this happened to me recently and it's never happened before, right?
Yeah.
So I was working, right? And I saw an absolutely beautiful girl.
Yeah.
And like fully natural as well. Like the way she dressed as well was kind of boyish.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was like her style, I guess. And not really any makeup on, but her face, her body, just in generally naturally beautiful girl. Would like even without makeup on, she was like an 8.5 or 9.
Mm.
As I started walking up closer to her, about 2 meters or 3. I go, and I go, oh my God, what is that smell? It smelled like old people mixed with sweat, mixed with it. And I'm looking around and I'm like, where's this old lady at? And I realize as I get closer to the extremely hot girl, it's her. And that was the first case of meeting someone that was above 8 out of 10 and didn't smell bad. Smelled like shit.
Yeah. It's rare that anyone smells like shit.
Right?
So, yeah.
So, and like, I was so... Because the smell she had on legitimately smelled like an old... You know those crusty old ladies that haven't showered in a few days and wear the same clothes for like 5 days in a row?
Yeah, just gross. Yeah.
Right? And you could just smell it. Like, you can smell the... You can smell the, like, I guess, social resentment they have.
Yeah, you smell it all like amalgamated in their fucking skin.
But damn, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I was that like turned off that I was like, it made my brain confused because my facial recognition was like, oh my God, like she's beautiful.
Your dick wouldn't know what to do.
But my nose was like, oh my God, dude, like I bet that pussy would reek.
Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah,
Dude, if she smells like that from 2-3 meters away,
yeah.
what does the
tangy
fuck does
pussy
her pussy
smell
smell like, dude?
That's got to be some tangy pussy.
Could you, like how do you get over something like that?
You don't. Smell is one thing you can't get over. Something.
Right.
You can't. If someone smells bad, you have to tell them.
Right.
You have to tell them. If you care about the person, you'll tell them.
Right.
Because especially if it's a one-time thing and you've been working out with someone.
Yeah. No. Different story.
But if you go out and you're like, and they've like, you've gone out for a plan and they smell, you should tell them.
Yeah.
Like, if you care about the person, you'll be like, why are you smelling?
Yeah.
Like, it's
True,
just,
yeah.
and it's like, so it and like, if it was my guy, I'd be like, you fucking reek right now.
Yeah.
Like, don't touch me.
Yeah. Stay away from me, stinky.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe you're just ugly.
yeah, and it's not just her breath. I would, and so you should always tell people that you care about if they smell. Maybe do it in a polite way, but I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, you go, ew,
Stinky.
ew, boo boo.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Another thing that happened at my work made me realize something, right? Do you know who the biggest alcoholics are? People
businessmen.
No. People that walk in.
Middle-aged women.
No. People that walk in and buy non-alcoholic beers.
Probably not.
No. Yes, you are an alcoholic. Because, okay, who the fuck wants to drink a non-alcoholic beer?
No one.
Why would you want something... If you're not going to get drunk off
he's
it,
trying.
why would you want it to taste like
At least
that?
he's trying.
No. Fuck you, you're an alcoholic. Just drink the fucking...
No,
normal beer.
he's doing the right thing. He's trying to get off. He's trying to get off.
That's not getting off.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
you get
he's
off
abusive.
Alcohol, yeah.
Maybe he's a bad person on it. I noticed at my work, funny enough, and I'm now unemployed, by the way. Fucking thank the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You
beautiful.
can say anything now, okay?
Yeah, I can. I mean, it's not like I didn't anyway. But the
No, that was one thing you kept.
probably, I don't know what it is, but what the place was.
No.
I don't know what it is. Anyway,
Drug usage.
Oh, right. Yeah. True. That was
Hey,
true.
guys, I'm a drug addict.
That's true. What was I saying? Oh, I realized by my work,
Yeah.
I could tell by the people that I even worked around that they were like, who drinks all the time. Like, you could tell just by like beers at work is an unbelievable thing to me. Like, that just didn't even ever process into my brain.
Right.
The type of person I am, I never once thought I'm here when I'm at work or when I'm doing something that I need
How
to be
many
productive
beers you
with.
guys allowed at work?
You're not supposed to have any. They've recently before I left cracked down on it. But it was like always like a Friday afternoon thing or like whatever.
Oh, that's okay. I can.
That is fine. That is fine. But like I'm not.
Not even kidding.
I don't even care about it. But I'm just saying like when I go to work though, my first and foremost thought is productivity and how am I going to be as productive as I can
Possible,
be.
yeah.
And the last thing in my head is get me a beer.
Yeah.
Get me a drink. Get me something that's going to make me less productive.
I can accept one beer. because alcohol is a lubricant in that sense, where it helps your brain just tap in. Like I used to just have one beer while I would do big assignments.
Yeah.
Because it would just allow my brain to just just tap into things easier.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't drink because once you drink too many, then you're just drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's just the fact that people are buying. Like, I understand if you're buying like a non-alcoholic fucking vodka soda. I don't fuck. You're basically drinking vodka. You're basically drinking soda with vodka flavor, right? Which to me is still more reasonable than a non-alcoholic beer. Because beer is just like...
Beer doesn't taste good.
It tastes alright.
It doesn't.
But it's not like if I could choose between a beer and a soda, I'd go with a soda.
But you would also just have the soda.
Yeah, because like I only drink the beer because it's alcoholic.
Yeah. I only drink the alcoholic soda.
It's like
alcoholic.
It's like people that smoke weed that has just CBD properties in it. It's like, ooh, look at you. You want to get healed. Just have a fucking CBD edible.
Just have a cone.
No, just have a CBD edible. Why are you smoking?
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because if you want to make your body feel better, why are you smoking for CBD?
Yeah, because smoking isn't, no matter what you're inhaling into your lungs.
So if you're already going to get fucked off on THC and get high as fuck, fair enough that you're smoking. But if you're just having CBD, you may as well have CBD oil then.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you smoking just CBD? Oh, I'm gonna feel good after this smoke.
Once I inhale this into my lungs.
You know? Fucking hell.
This foreign object that shouldn't be in my lungs. That does the opposite to my lungs that it should.
I think that's another issue that I'm having recently is just like the more people I meet, the more I like
Want to hit him?
yeah. Not even hit him, just don't like nah, you know what it is? This is what it is. The more people I meet, the more I'm indifferent. Because I realize I'm like, okay, you only understand like when I'm not talking about you. When I meet them, in my head I go, you only understand a section of me, while I understand a whole fucking parabola of you. Like I understand everything about
Do you know though? Because like they probably the thing that I realize is I don't know much about anyone.
No.
Like, in terms of like when people are behind like at their home, I don't know. So for
True.
example, I don't know what Jeremy from work does
Right.
when he gets home.
No, it's not that. It's reading people. That's what I'm talking about. It's not like, oh, what do you do after work? I'm talking about just in general, like I'm reading someone and being like, they're like this, they're like that.
I get what
this
you
is
mean,
how they
yeah.
react to a situation. This is how they react to this.
Yeah.
This is what they... Well, with me, it's like, at least with myself, I feel like I'm at the extremes of so many things that I am unpredictable. While so many other people I meet are so like... And I guess that's my issue as well at hand. Like, that's actually partly my issue is I can't become disciplined because of this extremity sometimes. Because I'll get to a point where after a few days of discipline, my mind would be like, you need to change something.
Yeah.
Or you're going to drive yourself insane.
Yeah.
While other people are so like constant, they're okay with the mundane living and everything. That's why some people will ask me the same question and some people will have shit to talk about. Or even just like, I've met so many people and I go, what are your hobbies? And they're like, not much. And I'm like, what are you doing in free time?
What are you doing? Yeah, Joey Diaz says that best. Like, you got to do some. Don't
Right.
care if it's checkers, doesn't care if it's fucking meth. Just
Right,
gotta do
dude, legit, do something.
What's
Like-
your thing? What's your thing?
And
What's
like,
your thing?
And I hate when some people are so like, or
Happy about saying nothing.
Or some people even worse, where they're like, they don't say it, and then later on in the conversation, they're like, oh, and I did this, and I'm like,
Say
why
that.
didn't you say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I feel embarrassed about it. And I'm like, for having a hobby, people think it's so cool to be like, I just work and just work out.
That's all
I
I
just
do.
work and work out.
That's all I do.
And I always be like, oh, what, so you don't watch any movies or shows? Not really. And I'm like, that's such a lie, dude.
Yeah.
That's such a lie. Even a person like you that doesn't watch any shows and shows, I bet you after a week, at least I know that you've at least seen one show.
Yeah, sometimes.
Exactly. So answer that.
Yeah.
And when people ask me questions, like one time recently, I was having a conversation with this
all of
girl,
La- I
and she was like,
watched all of Rick and Morty
she
this
was like
season.
complimenting me in a way where she was like, "You have so many things to talk about. You seem like you live such an interesting life." And I'm like, "No, bitch. I just say what I do. You know, I'm not holding it in. I'm not being like, oh, better not say that I watched Sex in the City last week."
Yeah. I get you.
I just don't get people. Like, it's like they don't like. You know what it is?
Yes, a lot of people have a
People
guilty...
don't have interest in
No,
it.
but people have like guilty pleasure watches, which I'm fine. I'm fine with people having guilty pleasure watches
But
that
just
they
be
don't
open
talk about.
about it.
No, that they don't talk about. Like, I'm fine with it. If
Really?
No, if someone does have
What the
something
fuck
that
is
they
my guilty pleasure?
like
Porn?
something. Some people have a guilty pleasure watch that they watch for no reason, right? But I think everything is becoming a guilty pleasure watch. Weirdly,
Right.
do you know what was something that I heard the other day that was so sad to me? Like I was listening to something that was like this conversation. Wasn't even in the conversation. I was just listening on, but it was this big guy talking to another big guy, and he goes, yeah, me and the missus got like a tub of ice cream, and we were just, they can't remember what show they were talking about watching, but they were just like, yeah, we just chucked it on and fucking, literally, he did the way he reenacted what he
he
fucking, and went to town. And like, and I was just, and then I was just like pictured in my head what they did when they got home, and like they got home, they both got their ice cream and realized
sat down next to each other.
That's their comfort.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it all dawned on me because I compared it all to my life, and I was just like, oh,
Right.
like that's what people were doing. That's what some people like, because those, and I don't know how I got into fat people from this, but
You love going into this.
I don't go.
You're fat phobic for sure.
I have no idea how that even happens because, well, I've realized now how it happens.
You do.
But no, but I just don't, I didn't, like, that, it's another thing that I can't fathom. Like, I can't fathom having time in my day to sit on the couch and be like, oh, food will do here while I'm aimlessly staring at the screen.
But you do that sometimes.
No, I don't. Never in my life will I just grab a big tub of ice cream and be.
Oh, yeah,
just
but
fucking-
other food, I'm not saying
No,
that.
but when I'm
you
eating
sit
my-
down and watch a show and eat food.
No, no. When I'm eating my dinner, I'll cook.
Right.
But it's, and to be fair, it's actually the same sort of
Oh,
motive.
okay, wait. Are you saying using that as a comfort?
Yeah. No. I mean, just using it as time, because that period, right? When my eating time is very particular. It is I have to find a YouTube video that is precisely about 12 minutes long.
Right.
Because that's how long it's going to take me to eat this food.
Right.
So
Slow as fuck. Okay, go on though.
Well, that's my. Well, yeah. But also, it's going to also be making the food, which takes about 3 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So it's about 9 minutes, and I don't mind after a little bit just to sit back, finish off the video, then fucking.
Yeah.
But that's my perfect amount of time. So after that video, though, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't imagine then as free time. I'm like, okay, I've got free time. What have I got in the fridge? What have I got in the freezer?
Okay, yeah, but you gotta understand that, like, and this is what made me struggle, and what also made me understand what the difference really was. Was there are people that live life and don't really think about it too much.
Yeah, I guess.
As in, like, you wake up, you go to your job, you come back home, your wife's there, your food's there, your kids are there, you do the same thing every day, you wake up the next day, you do the same thing every day. And so, because you do these things constantly, they become a normalcy to you. So, all this other free time that you have to yourself, especially when you're a settled down family man or family woman, whatever you want to do, you're basically kind of stuck with, like, living this life on repeat, right? And most of the time, majority of the people don't actually like the job that they're doing.
Yeah, no.
Right? So when they get home, they only have a limited amount of time, and they use that to comfort themselves, obviously. And a lot of people do use either social media, drugs, or food, right? Regardless of what you use.
One of the vices.
And I don't think there's anything's wrong with it. But I think a lot of, like, as I said, a lot of people don't think about what they're doing.
I guess.
So they just continue living that life of, well, me and you just have an inner guilt, okay? Where even if I can't enjoy myself. Like, I can say this wholeheartedly. I've never been fully able to immerse myself and enjoy myself fully, ever.
I think I have.
There's been moments where I have, but it's not a continuous ecstasy. That
doesn't exist.
Because even in those moments, I go, maybe I should have been doing something else.
I don't think like that, to be fair.
I do.
But like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that cynical.
I am completely and utterly cynical. I can't, and that's why I think the older I get, that's why I struggle to relate to people. Even like, not relate. Like I can relate, but not. I don't feel like not anyone can relate to me. If that makes sense. Like I feel like I tap into so many things and I'm interested in so many things that I can relate to so many people on different subjects, and that's why I'm usually a social butterfly. But I don't think like anyone can relate to me because I'm in a constant state of like angst, and not in a bad way. Like oh no, like
I think
I feel so
is.
shitty.
I think a lot of people feel like that.
Probably, but I don't think that. I think for them it's more physical rather than mental. I think for a lot of people they just feel icky, you know. And you go through your life and you do things. I don't think a lot of them mull over it and sit down and be like, what can I do about it? What should I do about it? Why am I not doing it? And constant like processing of it constantly in every interaction, everything that happens to you. And
I think people do, but people just don't talk about that.
well, that's what I'm saying.
So like I think that would be.
But but they're not mulling. But you end up talking about things that you mull over a lot, right?
Yeah.
So clearly they're not mulling over a lot. Clearly they're fine with the life that they live.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, maybe sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, I shouldn't eat so much ice cream because I'm a fat cunt. But you don't go further than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't sit there and be like, I should start a plan to lose weight. I should stop eating this. I should stop. I should try. I should get my wife involved too because she's a fat fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Rather than that, it's like, oh, I just want to eat it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll start.
Right.
I promise.
Right. And I'm not saying I'm better in handling that kind of stuff as well, because I do so much shit that I'm like, I'm just gonna do that tomorrow. But I think my brain, from talking to a lot of people, I've noticed that my brain is way more like, I don't even explain this. I guess I just feel guilty all the time.
Yeah, for your own actions.
About everything.
Yeah. Well, you can't feel too guilty about other people, I guess. Really, can you?
No. I feel guilty if I feel more guilty if I don't help than if I ruin someone. If that makes any sense. Like, I felt guilt for doing something terrible to people, but I had to acknowledge that I did something terrible. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was to, like, cheat on a girl and not give a fuck about her, I wouldn't acknowledge it, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel the guilt because I'd be like, fuck, I didn't care about her.
Yeah.
But if I cared about her and then cheated on her, that's when I'd feel guilt.
Yeah.
But more, for me, I also feel guilt when I don't help. If I walked past a homeless man that looks fucked and I could have helped him, that's when I feel more guilt.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
So my guilt usually comes from not doing things. And just like we're talking about, remember, like, we don't look into the past because we focus so much on the future. So my guilt is more so you didn't do this rather than you did this, you fucked up.
Yeah, I get you.
And I don't think people just... I haven't noticed it in people recently. With the people that I work with, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you will. My back's getting sweaty, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Thank you for listening. Oh, shit.
Your Sunday Select. My Sunday Select is Blue Billy by Smino.
Mine is... Oh, I've got to find the name of the song. Mine is Break the Fall, the acoustic version by Swish.
This will also be the album of the year. I mean, last podcast of the year. Thank you for 2023.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
2022.
thank you very much, brothers
What a
and
year.
sisters.
Last
2023.
2022, isn't it?
Yeah, but didn't you say 2023 before?
I did, yeah. That's
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for watching us 2022.
We made it.
We're going to continue this podcast regardless of
Next year it's gonna turn into a mess for a long period.
Yeah,
it'll be
a
lot of it will
weird
be
one. Yeah, we'll have to start doing over the Zoom
a lot
ones.
of things will be.
But once we do get settled, expect way more content from us.
Yeah, eventually.
Skits and other things.
Probably middle of next year, I guess.
Yeah, and luckily we'll be there with my cousins as well, which we can use in a lot of the skits.
Sounds good. Do you want to give a song of the year, album of the year, or anything like that? Mine is Love for Rent, I think, weirdly. It's come through late, and I think it's probably what I've been listening to the most over. I get, like, Gemini Rights deserves a shout. The Forever Story deserves a shout. I don't think anything else deserves a shout in my list of things in terms of how much I listen to them. But, yeah, I mean...
Song of the year. I want to go song of the year first because that.
Song of the year is tough. I don't know. I think if it was logistically, I would say Crack Sandwich, just because I fuck with that song a lot. But by JD, obviously. But
My song of the year is Major Distribution.
yeah, okay.
Just the way
Do you have an album?
I love JID's album, The Forever Story. I really do. But I think I'm gonna go with Gemini Rights because that album makes me like I love JID and I love listening to it, but Gemini Rights just makes me dance.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's the
musicality
amazing.
of it in general. It's just like, and the versatility, and like, I'm usually the type where if an artist releases a versatile album, the case is I'll like a few of the songs because I like the style of some of them, and I won't like the others. I like every song.
Yeah, no, it's good. The top three for me are like all amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Love for Rent will be mine. So
Gemini Right. Shout out to Steve Lacey. Thank
out.
you for watching. We'll be
Peace.
back next year.
Peace.